Hello beautiful people, so I am back again with another tutorial. This tutorial today will be on the viral memorial keychains that you have been seeing everywhere. I of course have made a couple of templates and made it into a bundle that you can purchase on my Etsy shop. I will go ahead and link that below. So if you want to just go ahead and get started on some pre-made templates, you can go ahead and use that link below to go to the templates that I have already done for you. But I also like to come on and just show you how to create it yourself if you want to try from scratch. To create the template yourself. I also, in my template bundle, have included two different sizes because I've seen two different types of keychains, and one is the acrylic. So you can just print your design out on photo paper and insert it in, snap the two pieces together, and you have your keychain all done. The other is for the sublimation. And of course, you're just subbing your design directly onto the back and front of the keychain. I have included both sizing for each one in that template bundle as well, so there'll be a direct link for you to go to either this one if you want to use the acrylic or to this one if you want to do the sublimation. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm just going to go ahead and do the sizing of the 2.2 by 3 design, and that's going to be for the sublimation design. So I'm just going to go in and do custom size and change this to inches, and we're going to do 2 by 3, and we're going to go in and go ahead and create the size. So the first thing that you can do is start with a black background, and then you can go ahead and put your the answer or accept and the decline buttons. Those are very simple to make. You can go into Google, I'm sure, and find it as well, but it's literally just a circle and then a phone turned different ways. So I'm going to do this tutorial using just the free tools in Canva. Again, you can use, if you have the Pro, it kind of maximizes your design ability because there's more options for you to choose from. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to show you how that you can make the design using free Canva Elements, which is what I used in my templates as well. So the first thing we're going to do is look for a circle. Go into circle. We'll go ahead and grab this one since we can change the color. So we're going to need a red one, and we're going to duplicate, and then we're going to need a green one as well. So we'll do kind of a bright green, and then we're going to see if we can find a phone, which we should be able to. We're going to go in here, and I'm just going to change this to free, so the only thing that I'm seeing are the free elements. So we can use this phone right here. I think they also have another one. Yeah, so let's use this one instead. We're going to change it to white. And then for the red one, we're just going to turn our phone. Let's go ahead and duplicate it for the green one as well. Just want to make sure they're the same sizes. So we're going to, we're going to just rotate this so that it is upside down. And I'm going to blow this up so I can see it a little bit more. Okay, so that fits pretty much in our circle. And then I'm going to actually just duplicate this one because I want to keep the same size. And I'm going to just turn this one like this, and then we're going to insert it into the green circle. I'm going to blow it up a little bit more because I want my phone to scooch over just a little bit, and I might have to resize this one so I get it to go over a little bit. Okay, so now we have our, our decline and our accept buttons. We're going to go, I'm going to group these, and we're going to just slide this down here for now, and this one here. And then we're going to go into the alarm clock and the message bubble. So we'll type in alarm and see if they have anything. So we can use this one here. There's also this one here, but I'm going to use this one because this is the one that I used in my template. We're going to change it to white, make it a little bit smaller. We'll put it here, and then we're going to also go in and look for our message bubble, and let's go back and make sure our alarm clock is going to be the free elements. I believe it was. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, so that was our free element. And then we're going to go in and do message bubble. And then we can use this one here, change it to white, and bring it here. This size is about 2, 3, so we'll make this one the same. Okay, and then we can just go ahead and put our wording in here. So I'm going to add a little bit of text, and we're going to put remind me, and then we're going to duplicate, and we're also going to put in message. I'm going to just bold these, and we'll put remind me here, make sure it's centered, and then we can put message here, make sure it's centered. So now we have our phone icons ready to go, and just lower this down a little bit more. So those are our icons for our phone. I'm going to just group these together because I kind of like how everything looks there. And then we can add like our background and things of that nature. So we'll look for a person. Just for the sake, if you're doing a custom order, of course you will have the image or images that your customer wants you to use. But if you want to create a mock-up, then you can of course use the elements here in Canva. So we're just going to put woman and go to photos, and we'll just pick someone here. Let's do, since our background is kind of, it's going to be a little bit dark. We can try this one. I'm going to edit the photo so I can take the background out. And so we have a couple different ways we can use this one. We can put it something like this and go into position and just put it toward the picture toward the back, and just make it a little bit bigger. And then we can leave it as is, or we can add like the glowing around it. So we'll go to edit photos, and we'll go to shadows and go to glow, but we're going to just change our glow to white so we can see it more. And then I'm going to do the size a little bit bigger so you can see it, and the intensity a little bit more as well. So then we're going to go back in and just adjust it so that it is down like that. So now we can go in and put our wording, and at the top we can put in something like the voice I wish I could, and then we're going to do a separate one here one more time, We can do our dots. So you can, leave it something like this, or you can arch this first line here and go to Effects, go down to the bottom and go to the curve, and we're going to scroll all the way down, and we're just going to just do like a slight curve for it. And then we're going to put this down here, and I'm going to make this a little bit bigger and just make sure everything is centered. So we can do that. We also can leave the background as is, or we can look for a different background. So we can say like star background and see what comes up. So we have a couple different ones. So we can see what this one looks like. And then we're going to go to position and go to the back. So we can do something like that. Our wording does get a little bit lost in there. So we can always change the color, or we can just see if we can lighten this up, the transparency a little bit. Because we have that black background back there too, so it'll make it just like a little more subtle. And so that works. So we can do that. We also can add just a star. Let's see if we take the background out and just put the word star. And again, we're still under our free element, so we can use this one, and we can add it here. We can add it to the center and just stretch it all the way out. But position it backward, so we can do something like that. Just to have it, just have another effect, or again, like I said, we can just put it to the side, which I think for this one looks a little bit better. So you can like put it there and duplicate it and put another one like right in there. So something to that effect. If not, you can use doves. And again, we're still on our free elements. This is the one that I normally use, so we can have a dove, and you can keep the stars and just have a dove flying as well around. We can do another one a little bit smaller, like right in there, like something to that effect. We're going to go ahead and duplicate this. You can just use like a cloud background. So we'll say cloud background, and we'll go to photos, and we can just try a couple different ones. So if we do this, and then we're going to just position this to the back. So we can do something like this as well, and again, we can change our wording to black so that it can be seen more. Move this over a little bit as well. We can move her picture up just so that you can see the word message and remind me. So there's a couple different ways you can do that. If you have let's say we'll do this and choose a different image that we can maybe put angel wings by. So let's look for, we'll just say man, and see if we can find a man that will allow us to put angel wings around the back. Standing, maybe. See if there's any. I don't. We'll try him and blow it up a little bit. I think that one should work. We're going to remove our background. Okay, and we're going to just move all this. Yeah, this should work. And we're going to just blow it up, the picture up a little bit, and see if we can find some angel wings. And again, we're going to go to our free and see if we have some. We'll go to photos, and see if we can find some. We're going to position it to the back. Oops, too far to the back. And yeah, so something like that. Since he's facing sideways, it's a little different, but this is just to give an idea of how it can look. Go back to layers here so I can select my. Just want to turn them a little bit. So we can do something to that effect. We can take off this and just have the black background again, and you can actually put something like Henry really big, but we are not going to arch it, so we're going to take our arch off, and then we can just a little bit smaller. Then we can put is calling, and then we are going to also put in another wording, but I'm going to group. I want to group these two together so I can move him and make it a little bit smaller, because I want to put some more wording there. So we're going to put is calling, and then below that we're just going to put the call I wish I could take. We'll move our doves down as well, and just center all of our wording. So we can do something like that. Again, we can add our star background to it instead. We can do this one to see how it looks. Position to the back, so we can do something like that. If we don't do something like that, we can also just do some clouds. And we'll go to graphics, and I usually use this first one that comes up, heavenly fluff, so that kind of works. Just don't want it to, there we go. And I just changed the transparency a little bit so we can still see our doves, and you can just put the clouds wherever you see fit to put it. Okay, so you can do something like that. You can make them a little bit smaller, and put something to that effect as well. I know there are some people that will use the clouds. Let's ungroup this first, around the person, and we can do that as well. I'm going to take the wings off for now, and then just bring the clouds kind of around. You can do one in the back, one on the side, and then you can get another one. And you want it a little bit darker, because if it's an image like this one where it's kind of cut off, you're going to want to have it so that you don't see it as much, so you can just use a couple clouds to do that. And I'll just use one more in the middle. So something to that effect. And then we can't see our remind me in our message, so I'm going to go to position. I'm going to go to my layers, and I'm going to just group all my clouds together. So I click the first one, hit my shift button, and we'll hit the other ones. That way it will group them all together. And then I'm just going to drag it so that I have it behind him. Oops. Excuse me. We're going to actually do the remind me part and everything. We're going to put that on top of the clouds. So we're going to just drag this over. Sometimes I get a little backwards. So you still can't see it too much, so let's go in and see if we can change the transparency a little bit, because it's still showing that line. Let's see, we can do, let's move it over so it's not too bad. So I put it kind of in the thicker part of the clouds, but you can, play around with it and do something to that effect. So this is just a quick tutorial of how to, do your own design in Canva for the Memorial Keychains. You can do a ton of different effects just using the free elements, and then for like making it stand out a little bit more, adding the stars, the dove, the starry background, editing your picture so that it has a glowing effect to it, changing it to the white, and then the size, and then the intensity so you can really see it. So you can do a lot of different things to make it look to look better using the free elements. Of course, if you had the Pro account, you can use a couple different elements. Like, let me take off this, and we're going to just do heaven background, and go to photos. So when you go into the free version, they do have some, it's not a lot of them, but when you have the Pro account, you can come up with all kinds of different backgrounds that you can use to put into your design as well. So they have just a lot more options that you can choose from, that you can use in your background as well. Let me just see like how this one would look, and we can position it to the back. So something like that, because there's more clouds there. Let's see if there is another one. They have this one as well. That doesn't look too bad, that you can use. Position to the back. Oops, let's forward a little bit. Something like this, again, you would have to just change your wording probably to black or a gray or a light blue as well. But you can have some different effects with it. But again, just using the free version, we've created some nice ones as well. We were able to use different techniques to enhance the design, I think. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or need any kind of suggestions or anything on how to create things, always feel free to reach out to me. If you found this video helpful, please like the video and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will continue to give you guys different kind of Canva tutorials, as well as how-tos with some of the templates and digital products that I have in my Etsy shop as well, things of like what you can do with it, and things of that nature. So again, if you guys have anything else you would like to see, please drop that down in the comments and I'll make sure I can get a video out to you. As always, have a great day and have happy crafting. All right, bye.